this video, I want to give you a walkthrough of the process from taking a raw transcript and using AI and other systems to produce value-based assets for any brand or company. And so to show an example of this, I did an interview with an MRI safety officer, MRI educator, and what I did was recorded that conversation, recorded that meeting using a tool called Fathom.video. And we're able to take this transcript, copy the transcript. We come over here and upload that content into this other tool called Castmagic. We're then able to create different outputs based on the transcript. Standard outputs that it comes with are titles, YouTube keywords, description, timestamps, clip finders, email newsletters, topics and bullets, YouTube to tweets. But I want to scroll down to show some of the custom prompts that you can make. So if you're focusing on YouTube, how to package, you can create the YouTube title, the intro script to introduce this interview that we just did, the YouTube description, some keywords. But then if you go down, we can also create a LinkedIn post, create an origin story from that interview. So if you're very intentional on how you go about the interview and what questions to ask in a way that extracts the maximum value from their story, it makes the output quality way better, especially for this specific prompt to produce this output. And I'll show you how you can add an additional layer to increase the quality of the output. From here, you can also create a brand script as well, create an audience persona, write short form video scripts. And then you also want to think about not just repurposing the content, but what are some insights that we can extract that we can then use in our strategy for better positioning, improved voice of customer and connecting with them. So some contrarian ideas, some seeds to plant in the minds of your audience and allow it to grow and nurture. And you're the one that put it there. Some different philosophies, some different belief breakers. So you just have these different things, different sort of outputs that you can take one piece of content and pretty much any sort of asset or angle that you want to approach. This is valuable because it allows you to be clear, be concise in your messaging, be authentic in your approach, and be intentional on the moves that you need to make in order to establish yourself, build trust, build credibility, and attract exact type of people that you want in your ecosystem, whether it's partners, whether it's investors, whether it's new clients and new business opportunities. By understanding your angle and your value, your unique positioning in the marketplace, that's a hidden advantage. So being able to identify that hidden advantage and the speed to identifying that and the speed to executing on that new information will have a trickle-down effect to the rest of your business as far as leads, sales cycle, and all of those important metrics. But it starts by the positioning. And how do you understand positioning? Is understanding who it is that you're trying to connect with them and the role that you play in facilitating whatever transformation that they're on. Why this part of the process is so interesting of being able to take a raw piece of content and extracting those bits of information is because there's a lot of people sitting on their own personal gold mine of data, of information, but then we can add a layer of automation to streamline transfer and organization, structuring of that data, but then add an additional layer of AI to analyze that data, identify patterns, and connect the dots, and extract ideas and insights that can then be fed back into your system as iterative improvement to rapidly accelerate progress for whatever you're doing. And it all starts with here, because after here, then there's so many more opportunities that you can take it, whether it's creating lead magnets, whether it's building out your entire lead generation funnel. Now that you have a brand script, or based on one interview, you're able to create all these content assets, being able to really build out your brand and acquisition strategy. Then once you deploy that, increasing your visibility through different traffic channels, whether organic or paid, inbound or outbound, that increase of traffic, we need to convert that somewhere. But right here is just pools of attention you're trying to tap into and how to connect with them and how to do that with less than an hour of your time. And through the art of storytelling and strategic questioning that's designed to share your story and take people on an emotional roller coaster and extract the language of your ideal persona. If you want to implement this sort of strategy for your brand, if you want a one-on-one walkthrough of how this looks like in your world, then just send me a DM and then we can continue this conversation and we can get something set up.